Hello and welcome to BluesBeat with me, Richard Partington, and the Manchester Evening News City correspondent, Stuart Brennan. Stuart, as the Blues' first foray into the Champions League on Wednesday, what was the general consensus among the City camp after the game?
I think they were reasonably happy. It wasn't a bad performance. I think they found it difficult in patches. I think Napoli's counter-attacking was especially good, and with City setting up in a very attacking formation, they almost dared Napoli to try and outshoot them. And for a while it looked like Napoli might just do that on the counter-attack and scored a very good counter-attacking goal. But City were well worth the point for the first foray into the European competition. I guess it's a team that a lot of people think is possibly the best Italian team at the moment. They only finished third last season, but they've improved and they've brought new players this season. And a lot of people are tipping them to win the title. So all in all, I think it was a reasonable result.
Yeah, I mean, we talk about learning curves in terms of, first steps into Europe, but looking at the quality in this group, there's not going to be much opportunity, is there, for that learning curve?
No, there isn't, but I'm not sure they need a learning curve as such, because most of the players who are out there have played lots of Champions League football. They certainly played more than Napoli had. As a team, perhaps it's a learning curve. Certainly as a club, it's a learning curve. But yeah, you're right. I mean, next game is Bayern Munich away. They're steeped in Champions League history. They know exactly what they have to do. So again, it's another tough one. You can't afford to ease your way into a game like that. But I think that game will suit City in a lot of ways. The pressure will be on Bayern Munich. City are going there as underdogs, and they'll enjoy themselves. And they won't find a team like Napoli on Wednesday night who were sitting back and defending. They'll find a team who the onus is upon them to attack City, and I think City will thrive on that. Can you
see them being stronger in a sense away from home then?
Yeah, I mean, I think we saw that. We've seen that in the Premier League to some extent. I mean, I know they've won both home games and kept a clean sheet, but the win at Tottenham was the best performance of the season, and that's simply because Tottenham had a go at City. They felt they had to have a go at City. They're a proud club, and they weren't going to sit back and try and defend. And so yeah, I think they will. And every City player you talk to nowadays talks about they don't really see a difference between home and away. And if you look at the form, certainly towards the end of last season and this season, it bears it out because they're playing just as well, if not better, away from home.
And they're away from home on Sunday, is it, for Fulham? I mean, coming on the back of a European night, could it potentially be a bit of a banana skin, this one?
I don't think so, because Fulham have got a European night. Fulham are obviously involved in the Europa League this week, so they've got a game even more immediate to the game. I know that Martin Jol is going to switch and change his team around for that, and put his stronger team out against City on Sunday. Because they've got problems. I think I know it's early days, but they're third from bottom. They've only picked up 2 points from 4 games. So they need something, certainly in front of the home fans. But City went there and won 4-1 last season with a team that isn't anywhere near as good as the one they've got now. So you would hope that City can go there and do their business.
Yeah, I guess perhaps the biggest danger is the heightened expectations with which they go into that game, is it?
Yeah, but that's something that players at this level cope with all the time. They expect more of themselves than anybody outside ever could. And I think that's the beauty of that City dressing room now. The players who are in there are highly motivated. People talk about the money, as if that's the sole reason that these players have come to City. Obviously, it's a factor, you wouldn't deny that. But, these are extremely ambitious, extremely motivated footballers. And that's why they're right at the top of the game. And that's why that's why they paid that kind of money, because they are at the top of the game. So, that doesn't really come into it, I don't think. I mean, the expectation is the expectation they place on themselves, not anything that the fans come up with.
Stuart, thanks for joining us.
No problem, mate. Thanks.